Okay, this is a 2006 Ford Expedition, and the check engine light is on. And we got the DTC menu. Let's take a look. We got a P0455 and a P1450. So this is the Triton V3 5.4 liter, and the purge valve is right over here. So let's take a look at this purge valve. First thing I'm going to do is there's a little clip on here for the wire. We'll take that off. And then we got these two babies. You can kind of see how there's some white plastic on that one for a release. Let's rotate this around. You can see there's a white plastic for release. Let's see if I can get that off. On this one, there's two of them. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. So I got two fingers, and I pull in, and I pull it. Well, I can't seem to do this with one hand. I'm going to turn off the camera and take that off. And there's actually one more thing. You can see that there's a metal bracket here. You can see that little thing I'm pressing down. You push that in, and this slides out of the bracket, but then again I need two hands. Hold on. Well, P0455 indicates a large leak detected. Well, that's not good. I'm going to have to see about that. And they usually say that maybe the gas cap is the problem, and maybe a leak in the vacuum lines. We'll have to look into that. Okay, for code P1450, the number 1 is a blocked vent solenoid or canister. And then they're talking about other stuff. And they talk about the tech notes in the factory service bulletin. The factory service bulletin has to do with the Purge solenoid. So here's the factory service bulletin, and they talk about 1450. It covers your expedition. And basically the last step is replace the purge valve. Okay, I bought a new purge valve, hoping that that's going to be the problem and not the leaking lines. See, here's the old one, here's the new one. You can see they look exactly identical. The new Dorman unit here comes with a new metal bracket, which I don't think I'll be needing because I'll just reuse the old bracket. Now, I checked their resistance here with an ohm meter, and I got 3 ohms. I go, 3 ohms? Boy, that seems way out of line. I did some Googling, and they're talking about somewhere between 30 and 40 ohms being the correct thing. Because, I mean, 3 ohms at 12 volts, that's going to draw 4 amps, and that's a lot of wattage to be dissipated in here. It didn't seem correct, but I got this new one, and I measured the resistance, and I got 4 ohms. So I guess those are the correct numbers. So I got my fingers crossed that this will work. As far as the old valve, I blew in here, and it's closed. There's no air blowing through there when it's unenergized. I tried the new valve, and I got the same thing. I blew in it, and no air came through. So let's just replace it and drive it around and see if we can figure out what's going on here. The new purge valve is installed. It fit perfectly. Went right in, and no problem so far. I'm looking at the gas cap. The seal looks pretty good around here. There's no rips in it. And when I blow in the middle of it, I don't feel anything coming out. So it should be able to hold pressure there. Anyway, just for precaution, I'm going to put a little bit of a silicone grease along the seal there to maybe help it seal. And we'll drive this thing around for a while and see what happens. Okay, I was thinking more about this fuel cap. And when I blew on it, I couldn't get anything to happen. When I sucked on it, there's no flow either. And apparently that's wrong, and that's a problem, and could set those codes I had. So I took a little WD-40, squirted it in there, shook this thing around, bounced it against some stuff a little bit, and freed it up there, and I dumped all the WD-40 out. And then I took some alcohol, took a little alcohol, cleaned all out to get all that WD-40 out of there. And now, when I suck on this thing, I get airflow. And when I blow on it, I get no airflow. So I think that that's maybe the real problem here. And we'll go find out. I think we solved the problem. Yeah, here it is right here. Fuel filler cap stuck closed. So the final step is to erase the code. Press erase, enter. Erase done. Awesome. Okay, the check engine light is gone. Now I have to drive around for a while and see whether it comes back again. Well, I drove it around for a while and I got no codes. Now, who knows how long it might take to generate codes. I got my fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll report in the comments if there's any changes in this. But so far, so good. And if there are more problems, I'm going to report back. So just look below the video to see if there are any more problems.